Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dell. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. We're going to get started with some channeled messages as well as do a tarot reading with Tarot of the Divine. All information about me can be found in the description box, how to book a personal reading. It can only be done through my website, dellegoddessintuitive.com, or dellegoddess.com will also take you there. Any insights or resources or things like that that come through the readings, I also throw in the description box so that way you can check it out for yourself. And also any songs that come through the reading. Spirit likes to deliver messages through songs a lot. I just add those also to our Spotify playlist, and that can be found in the description box as well. Please do like and subscribe to the channel if anything I say resonates at any time during the reading and you feel called to. And for those of you who already have, who've liked the videos and commented and subscribed, it's greatly appreciated, and I'm so grateful for your support, so thank you. It means a lot that the community and the channel is growing and this collective is growing, and we are lifting each other up, and it's really just like a loving community, so I'm so thankful that you're a part of that. And so I'm going to get into the channel portion of the reading now. Just taking a deep breath. The sun is going down. I'm here in China Grove. I don't know if you know that song by the Doobie Brothers, I believe. Because, well, it's actually when the sun comes up on a sleepy little town, so... But I'm hearing it in my head, so I'm mentioning it in case that's a special song, and I'll add that to the Spotify playlist. But it's the sun's going down right now, so it just looks really beautiful and golden outside, and I'm hearing another song, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me by Elton John. I think that came through on the reading before, so it should be on the playlist already. With that message, though, it's like I feel like someone in your life doesn't want the sun to go down on them, meaning you once probably cast them in a very beautiful shining light, maybe like a golden hour light. But and it has come to, I don't know if it's something they did or a conclusion was made. I can't see any of that, but I'm just seeing from their perspective, it's like I don't want you to completely close me out of your life yet. Please don't. So there's this asking to give somebody a chance to speak or to come forward about something or come clean about something. And that's, it's up to you to do that. So I'm not really getting one thing or the other. It's just an energy that's present. So there's like a last thing to do. Two messages with that. It's like somebody has asked you to do something. It could have been like they literally said this before they were about to pass or something like that. So if that's the case, I am sorry for your loss. But I'm being reminded, or I'm not being reminded. I feel like it's like you're being reminded, but okay, the energy, the way it's coming through is like you're being reminded, but you're reminding yourself that you were being reminded. Does that make any sense? I'm hearing it from like your perspective, like I want to turn so I can face this way. It's like I'm talking to you, but you're saying it from your perspective. But it's like I'm being reminded that there was something that I had to do before a certain time or something, and it's like you're figuring out how you're going to achieve that or how you're going to accomplish that. But I do get it's time sensitive, and I feel like it's important to do this sooner than later. But it's like you're aware of it is how the energy is coming in. Like you're already aware of it, and it's just confirmation. I guess that it's coming in where it's like, yeah, I need to do this. There was another message with that spirit. What was it? Let's go on. So if it's meant to, it'll come back. I always trust that. Okay, let's go into the tarot. Get focused there. They keep playing that song. Now they're saying Silver Linings Playbook, that movie or book. It could be both. If there's something, a message in there that resides for you that's coming through. So I'll put that in the description box. But they're continuing the first song, China Grove, because when the sun comes up on a sleepy little town down around San Antone. That's San Antone, Texas. I'm not sure. Is it Texas or New Mexico? I'm not sure. It's one of those states. And the folks are rising for another day round about their homes. So I don't know, that's coming through. So. Okay. Is there one more? That's it. Okay. Tower is on the bottom of the deck. The Tower, like, has a bad rap, I feel like. Look at it. It's a little scary. It's like, okay, there's fire, lightning, thorns and vines, people falling. It's their hair. It's kind of like a hot mess card. However, the Tower is really like telling of destruction, but in a very, I'm hearing that lyric from Red Hot Chili Peppers, destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also breeds creation. And it's like things have to fall apart so something new can be born in its wake. Something new can arise from the ashes. So it's like things that just aren't meant to last will fall away so that something new can be rebuilt. I don't know if it's, I'm hearing from the ground up, where it's like a complete wash of something and then you're totally rebuilding from the ground up, but there's a blessing in that. So we don't always get to know, or the benefit of knowing what this blessing is, why did this happen, until later. But everything is always happening in the now. So time is really is happening all at once. So if you're familiar with that concept or construct, it's not actually linear. So there's no past, present, or future. There is, but it's like it's all happening at once. We can only create, and we are only our best selves from the present moment. So coming back to center. When we need to look at the past will be shown to us. We don't have to go searching for it. We don't have to pitch a tent and stay there for weeks. You know what I mean? Because we're meant to be grounded in the present. So, and the way that we build a different future, a different outcome for ourselves, is by constructing and building and engineering and planning in the present. Okay, so that's how the Tower is coming through today. I'm getting that song too. It's The End of the World as We Know It, and by REM, and that came through in another reading, and it's already in the Spotify playlist. That song, even though it sounds grim, with the name of it, it actually has this campy kind of like upbeat sort of punk kind of a vibe to it. So there's this message too of being asked to look at something always from a place of like a heightened perspective. Okay, is it the end of the world, or is this an opportunity to rebuild something that's going to be long lasting and sound and true and certain? So I'm not getting any way, shape, or form how this is coming in, but I am getting like 100 different scenarios. I'm not going to break them down into this reading, because we'd be here forever. So I trust you know how this is coming through for you. It could be personal, it could be minute, to like from a card house crumbling and now you have to build it again with grandpa, or it could be on a global scale. I don't know, but it's coming through. So the main message there, and the focal point they're having me go like this, is coming back to the present moment, and that's the point of creation. That's the point of doing something differently, of where we want to go. So we have the Hierophant. So there's this higher level of guidance coming in, of knowing what you want to do by connecting with your own higher self. The Hierophant also talks about deeper levels of commitment, and it also talks about a deeper level of understanding oneself. So the more deeply we commit and we and perform our own search, our own inquiry within ourselves, the answers we want to receive will naturally be received. But it's not going to come from sources outside of yourself. So I'm hearing, ask your higher self for guidance at this time. If you need help doing this, it's as simple. You go, I call on my higher self, please give me answers at this time. And then allow the answers to be received by you. You might receive an answer right then and there. It might be a day, 2 weeks, whatever. And there's some patience involved that's required, but I'm getting you have it within you, and you've always had it within you to be your own authority, your own voice, and just call upon your higher self. Hey, what's best for me right now? Please show me the way. Okay. And I'm hearing lots of music today, so I can feel Spirit wanting to keep this energy light. I'm hearing Peter Frampton, Show Me the Way. Great song. I love that song. He's just so poetic with how he delivers music. So if you haven't heard of Peter Frampton, check him out. I can't imagine you haven't, so definitely look into his music. And we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is being aware of your higher self. It's being aware of your own intuitive capabilities and recognizing yourself as your own intuitive power. You know, it's a wonderful thing. There's all these YouTube readings and things like that, just like this one, all around the internet, not even just on YouTube. It's so important. I can't stress this enough, how important it is to rely on your own intuition. And that is something that you really need to build within yourself. So I feel like these readings are good, especially because they're general, like with you know, like bowling bumpers. So like when you go and throw the bowling ball down the lane and they put the bumpers on, usually for kids, but some of us adults need them still. So because bowling's challenging, and if you haven't done it in a while. And the bumpers, they keep the ball from going into the gutter, so that way you always get at least 1 or 2 pins or something like that, or a strike or whatever. But it's like keeping you, you know, in that lane, so that way you're not going into the gutter, basically. What I'm getting is, it's like you can use your intuition when viewing general readings like this to be like, okay, like I'm listening, but okay, that resonates, that doesn't resonate. And you can use it like a no to see what feels right with your own intuition, but you don't need a reading to do that. You can actually cultivate that within yourself. I did a video about how to develop your own intuitive abilities. It's on the channel. I'll link it below if you're interested. But I know for me, it's extremely important to value what your intuition is saying to you at all times, because we have no way of knowing, you know, what's going to happen all of the time, because we're constantly creating and rewriting in the present and the now. So it's important. Again, I'm just getting a sense of there's being called and being guided towards something, and there's also looking for proof to prove your point. And it's one is just allowing yourself to be guided. The other one is like you already decided what you believe about something, and you're looking for something else to validate that or back that up. So then the reading becomes about, like, I'm really just looking for validation or confirmation of what I've decided I want for myself. But your intuition might be telling you something different. It might be telling you to let go. But you've decided, no, I want to hold on to it. And when you really allow your intuition to come over and to guide the way, it's like that's when powerful new insights come into play. So for whoever needed to know or hear that. And we have the Empress. Yeah, so all major arcana. So we have the Tower, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, and the Empress. You really begin to trust yourself. You become a vessel for really just receiving and leaning into yourself and trusting your higher power, trusting your gut. You know, our instincts sometimes don't always lead us to the very thing that we want. Our instincts actually could be those things that help us stubbornly decide on something. It's actually, instincts just means it's wired, and it could be biological, it could be primitive, it could be just how humans have been. You know what I mean? It's like our instincts. This is an example I've used before too. Where I live, we have a riptide in the ocean. If you're not from the area, it's like really important that you read. There's a lot of signs and stuff before you go to the ocean about how to swim in a rip current or a riptide. And what it is, it's so strong, and it pulls you. And if you're in the ocean and you feel one, usually like if a lifeguard's around, they don't let you go in that far. But it's you can feel it because you have to like really use all of your strength just to walk, like, you know, against the current or whatever. There's areas that are safe to swim and not. So if you're not familiar of what to do in a riptide, your instincts will tell you, oh my gosh, I'm being taken away by the ocean, I need to swim to shore. And that's actually not the thing to do, because you're going to use all of your energy and tire yourself out. And that's how drownings happen. It's very sad. What actually instead is, it's about swimming with the shoreline for a while, or sometimes not a while, but a little bit, until you're out of that riptide, and then you can come back into shore safely. And that's how you get around it. But in your mind, instinctually, you're just got to get to shore. That's where safety is. It's not, I'm going to go around down into the ocean some more and then go back to shore. But that's actually what will lead to your safety. So that's another thing, if you want to look into that or do some further research with how instincts show up and how we can override our instincts. Alison Armstrong talks about this in her work. She has researched men and consequently women as a result for a very long time. I think almost like 40 years. So she knows her stuff. So if you want to check her out, I can put her website below, or actually I'll just put her YouTube channel if you want to look. But it's just interesting what we feel compelled to do versus what we feel guided to do, and knowing the difference and sitting with the difference. Which one feels right, which one feels more aligned with you. And sometimes we have to hit that override button and follow our intuition rather than our instincts. So, yeah, really, really powerful. A lot of divine feminine energy too coming in. I'm just feeling guided to bring that to awareness. So all feminine figures on the card, and then of course the Empress, the Mother card. It's just, there's a lot of divine feminine energy. There's fluidity, your intuition, how you were able to receive, knowing what's for your highest and greatest good, know what's coming from your higher self. I was going to say, I can feel there's like a last message coming in. So if you are empathic, really being discerning with what you are willing to receive right now, because I think you're picking up on something like you think it's your intuition, but it's actually coming from someone else. It's like your empathic ability stepping in, and there's awareness around that, but just really making sure you're fielding everything that's coming to you right now. Like, okay, is this my own intuition, or am I picking that up on somebody else? Is this mine, or does this belong to somebody else? And then seeing if there's a way that you can really reside into your own energy. I've never seen this message come through the tarot reading before like this, but a lot of clearing with that, excuse me. If you don't know me, it comes up and out. So, this is literally, I see this as you, like you're the tower. And it's a firm, sound structure, but the way that they're depicting it in this reading with this card is, it's like, if it's not you, it's out of here. And so I'm actually getting some very, very clear, literally like clear cut boundaries going on right now too, or that are needing to be instilled or put into place. Because again, I'm getting, it's like, this is the tower, and these are like feelings that aren't yours. This is like thoughts that aren't yours, where you're just being very, very discerning about what belongs to you truly and what does not, and you evicting anything that does not. And so really keeping your energy clear, remaining calm and centered within yourself, and that recognizing too, the first commitment that you have is the one that you have with yourself, and to nurture that is particularly coming through powerful and strong right now. Also, something about gratitude, really taking time out every single day to practice gratitude for not just yourself, but for your spirit team, your higher self, for all that you have, for God or the universe, whatever feels aligned for you to say. There are also, sorry, we got a lot. There's also coming into, like, the cards are 5, 2, and 3. And then we have we have 16 with the Tower card. So I'm getting something about succession, even though I don't see 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's like something about the beginnings of something and really laying a solid foundation within yourself right now for something to to be born out of you, or like to take off as a result of the planning that you are putting into place right now. So, and aligning with your true being, with your true calling, with yourself, your higher self. Okay. That's all. I think that's all the messages. So I'm going to end the reading there. Hopefully that made sense. And hopefully it found whoever it needed to found today. I'm sending you lots of love and hoping that you are well, staying and staying safe. Until next time, take care. Bye.